You have one user, that's fine. But if you have 100 users, that's chaos. How do real systems manage users? With Python dictionaries. List stores data by position, security systems store data by identity. For example, users with passwords, IP with attempt count, and rules with actions. That's dictionary thinking. So today we will be talking about Python dictionaries. So what is a dictionary? A dictionary stores data as key and value pairs. For example, let's take a variable saying users and let's say admin and colon admin123 and comma alice alice123. Let's say bob or yeah, bob is fine, bob at the rate 123. So this is your dictionary. Okay, so now you might think, why use dictionary instead of list? Because one mistake and everything breaks in list. For example, if you are using dictionary lists, then your code will look like this. And we'll take second variable called passwords and admin123 comma alice at the rate 123. So if you made a single mistake, your login system will break. But in dictionary it won't, because these values are paired together. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can access values in dictionary. So for that, let's just remove this first, and we'll use this variable now. And let's take a variable saying username, and that will take your username. And same for the password, we'll change the variable name to password here. Okay, then comes your conditional statement. If username in users and users username password. So what this condition is doing is, first it will check if the username exists in users, means this variable, and the second condition, it means both the conditions should be true. If users, yeah, like this key passwords got matched, it means the both these gets matched. It will try to find both of these. If it get matches, then it will print login successful, and if it doesn't get matched, it will print login failed. Okay, so now let's try running it. Let's say my name and 123, it's saying login failed. But what if I say admin 123 now? It's saying login successful. So that's how it works. And we just built authentication system. Okay, so now let's talk about how you can individually print something from your dictionary. Let's use print users dot get not root, let's say admin. Okay, this isn't commented out. Let's first clear it. Okay, so now it will print the admin value, pair value, sorry. So that's how you can print the pair values. But some users use it in the first, where when they are trying to learn about dictionary, they print it like this, and it's not the correct way to print it. As you can see, it's gave an error, that is key error. So if you wanna print your value pair in Python, use it like this. Okay, so now let's talk about how you can add users to your variable now. So for that, first write users like the variable name, and then the user you want to add, and then bob@123 like this. And to check if we have done it right, we will try to get Bob's value, and we have done it right. Okay, and this is called user registration logic. And this is user registration logic. Now let's talk about updating passwords. You can update user's password using the same way. Let's say admin, it was supposed to be in double quotes, sorry, and new secure pass. And if we run it, sorry for that, we are supposed to change this to, and if you run it, it will say admin pass is like this. Okay, password rotation in one line. Now let's try removing users. Access revoke. So to remove a user, we'll just replace the users with like this, and actually just make a duplicate first, and we will users John. Okay, so we got error here. Why? Because we don't have John here. So now we will just uh, delete Bob here. So now if you like delete Bob here, and if you try to print about Bob here, you will get none because there is no Bob. I'll make it Bob 2 or Bob 1, we can say. Okay, because Bob's access is removed. Now let's talk about looping through users. First let's comment these out, and this too, and we'll go here. So we'll use a for loop here, obviously, and for user in users print auditing user comma user. So now it will go like this. Or if you wanna print password 2, for that we will use, actually let's just let it be like this, and another for loop password user comma password in users dot items colon print user, and we'll make a arrow here, and comma password. Now it will also print your password. Now let's talk about a real cyber use case, and that will be your track failed attempts. So for that, just cut this part. So now let's talk about common beginner mistakes. First is using lists instead of dictionaries, and second is ignoring key errors. Storing passwords in plain text is the last one. So now you might think, what is like, why shouldn't we store passwords in plain text? Actually, we already have a lecture on that, like why we shouldn't have stored passwords in plain text. That is your password cracking lecture in ethical hacking playlist. And if you want to learn more about hashing and stuff, you can refer to the cryptography lecture of ethical hacking playlist. Because always remember, bad data structures equals to bad security. And you can now store data, lock it, and build systems. Next, we go deeper with dictionary methods and attack correlation. This is where Python becomes powerful. So that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching.